Hello guys, this is Godly here, or Gaming Montages HD, or some people know me as AJ. This is going to be my first tutorial today. We're first going to start off with, well, let me explain to you. This is going to be a motion tracking for Call of Duty clips tutorial, or any clips I'm sure you can do. I just do Call of Duty. I'm not the best at it yet, but I'm still learning. But anyways, let's get to the tutorial. First, you're going to open up After Effects. This is an After Effects tutorial. You find your cinematic you want. You can download them offline or anything like that. Just go to the clip and you just drag it into your project tab. Once it imports, hold on, let me get this tab out of here. What the fuck? Oh, there it is. I don't know what I was doing there. Once you get that, you drag the clip into this little film looking button right here. It's your composition. Once you drag it into your composition, you're already done. You just gotta save it. You add it, you click the composition tab up top, you click add to render queue, click on render settings down here. You keep everything like this, and then you click 30 frames per second. I know you can do 60 frames per second on this, but I've just always done 30, so I'm just going to stick with 30 and show you guys how I do it. So yeah, you click 30 frames per second, click OK, you click your output module, click AVI. I've always done AVI. I mean, you can do QuickTime Media or anything else like that, I'm sure you can, but I've just always done AVI. You don't need an audio output, so just leave it like that. And just leave everything like that, just change the format to AVI. Click OK, and then you save this to wherever you want, to your desktop. I already have one saved, but just for example, change it to step 1. There it is, step 1 motion tracking. But yeah, I already have it saved, and then once you click save, you click render, this bar will load up, it'll save and everything like that. Once it saves, you can just exit out of this, don't save. That's after it already saved. You bring up Boujou. It might take a second since I'm recording. But yeah, you open up Boujou. It put it on my other monitor, but I'll drag it over. Once Boujou opens up, this is Boujou 5 that I'm using, you just drag your clip, the one that you just saved from After Effects, just right into the black screen. It'll bring this little tab up and it'll say start at frame 0, end at frame 9:15, but if you have the little red screen, you just need to change it to 14 and it'll bring it just like that. Change your frame rate to whatever you saved it as in After Effects, which is 30. You can save it as 60, but like I said, I always save it to 30. And then once you click apply, it should change back to 25. I've never seen it not change back, so go back down, change it back to 30, and click apply again, and then it should stay. Once you do that, you just scroll through, see if your clip's all good, everything not messed up. Then you take it into, you click track features, you click advanced, grab the sensitivity bar, bring it all the way up, click start. This will just take a minute or so. Yeah, I'm gonna pause the video, and when this is done, I'll be back. Alright guys, I am back, and yeah, it should look like this when you're done. It should have a bunch of little red dots with little yellow squiggly lines right next to them. And after you go through that, look through it, make sure it looks okay, there's nothing messed up about it. You can just click camera solve. It's right under track features where you just were right there. Click camera solve, you click optimize camera path smoothness, and then click start. It should only take a minute or so. I don't think I'm going to pause the video. Alright, after that's done, you should get these yellow and blue dots all the way across your screen, these yellow and blue ones, just like that. And those are your scene geometry dots. That looks okay. Alright, so right after the camera solve's done, you click scene geometry. You click add coordinate from hint, and origin's your first one, it'll already be there. And then you click add coordinate from hint, change it to X, add coordinate from hint, change it to Y, add coordinate to hint, change it to Z. Alright, for your origin, you only need to have one track feature, just one. So, like, this would be your origin, say, like, the floor. I mean, I'm not too good at this really yet, but I'm just doing it to the best of my ability. Click connect to selected, and then click update coordinate frame. Your x-axis, left to right. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, left to right. You click here. Well, this is where I'm gonna click. And then you click control, and then click somewhere all the way to the right of it. I'm gonna click this dot right here. And then you click connect to selected, click update coordinate frame. Remember, you have to click control if you want to select both the dots. For Y, it's up and down, so I'm gonna click this piece of the fence right here, and then hold control, click the bottom piece of the fence right there, connect to selected, update coordinate frame. And the Z-axis is like the space in front of you, like from the mannequin to the shadow right here. But I'm going to use the piece to that brown fence post right there where my mouse is, all the way to this blue dot. Well, let me click that one. All the way to this yellow dot right here. That's just like the space in front of you, like where you would see someone walking. Click connect to selected, update coordinate frame, and if you can exit out of that once you're done. And then if it all turns out okay, and you click add test object, it should be like flat on the ground and look just like that. Yeah, I did it okay. I did it kind of quick, but I did it okay. Then you can just delete that. It doesn't matter if you leave it on there or not. But once you're done with that, you go to export camera solve, or you can click F12 on your keyboard. But you click export camera solve, and your export type has to be changed to Cinema 4D. It has to be changed to Cinema 4D. And then once you do that, you can switch it to AfterEffects if you know how to motion track in AfterEffects, or I'm pretty sure there's Element or something. I'm not too sure if Element. Not too sure, but you just do click Cinema 4D after you click export camera solve. You click Cinema 4D, and then you change the 1.0000 to 100. This has to be changed to 100, and make sure the frames are right. It's from frame 1 to 915. Make sure that's all right, and then you just save it to wherever you want. I'm going to save it to my desktop as step 2. Step 2 to motion tracking. Save it to my desktop, and click save. Click save, it'll all load up. Now you just want to open up Cinema 4D. You can lower that now. While we're waiting for this to upload, I am doing GFX for pretty cheap prices. The tab is on the right hand corner on my banner for the prices. I do editing, I do GFX, I do all that. So if you want anything, my prices are on sale right now for real cheap. Just message me on Skype as Gaming Montages HD and I'll hook you up. But yeah, once you save it to your desktop or wherever you want to save it, you take step 2 and you just, after Cinema 4D is open, you just drag it right into there. And then it'll say scale 10, and then you just click OK. It'll look just like this, and that's perfectly fine. But what you want to do is click at the bottom in the little box right here, right under File. You double click it right there. It'll add a new material. Then you double click the material. It'll bring you to this where it says Color, and then right where it says Texture right here, you click the little arrow to the right of it. Click Load Image, and you find the AVI file, the very first file that you made, step 1. You take step 1 and drag it into there. So I type in step 1 to motion tracking, and I take my step 1 and click open, and it'll look just like that. It'll make your text look like your Boujou file. And then once you get that, you click on where it says step 1 or whatever you named it. You click on that, and then you click animation, and then click calculate. I click it a few times just to make sure. And then you can exit out of that. Now you have to add a background. You click right here where this little light is, then you drag down, go to background, click it. Then the material that you just made, you drag that onto your background. Just drag it to your background. It'll look just like this. Now if you want to add text, you can go to MoGraph, click Mo Text, and then there's your text, just like that. Change it to whatever you want. I'll put change it to godly, for example. Then you can click the font button, change it to whatever font you want. I mean, more experienced people are gonna already know how to do all this stuff. This is one of my personal favorite fonts. Just use that one. Rotate it, turn it just a little bit. Yeah, but once you fix it all up to the way you like, I usually make this about 55. But yeah, once you fix it all up to the way you like, you can add colors to it. Just make a new material like you did to this one, but this time you can change the color to it. Say blue, and you can drag it onto the text. Now you have blue text, just like that. But I'm not going to do blue. I'm going to make a new material, and if you have like any textures, like for like Photoshop or anything, you can click load image, and you can, I have a Photoshop folder. You can open up your Photoshop folder and go to textures, well, just anywhere that you have a cool texture, and this is a really cool one that I have. Then once you open that up, you can click where it says texture, go down to where's it at, filter. Once you do that, you can just drag it right onto your text, and it'll look something like that. If you guys can see it, like, it adds the texture to your text. That way you don't have to use color, you can use your own custom texture. You click this little film button with the thing open at top, and it'll render it out for you. And then once you're done adding your text and having it all stacked up the way you want it, how high you want it, how far to the right, whatever way you want it, just once you get that done, you click the little film button thing right there with with both of them on it. You click output and just leave that the way it is, and then all you gotta change is frame range. Change it from current frame to all frames. Change it to save. You click save, and then you click save as AVI movie. Name it as whatever you want. Say motion track for episode. Motion track for episode, and then you don't need to do anything. Just change the output to all frames, and then motion track for episode. Save it to your desktop. Then you can just add it into AfterEffects and do all that. Just save it, and exit out of that, and then click the orange button in the middle, and it'll render the whole thing out just like that. It'll render it frame by frame, just like that. I'll let like 20 frames render so I can show you guys just a preview of it. I did one the other day for a kid. He paid me to do an episode for him, and I'll show you guys what that one looks like. There's 20 frames. I have it saved to my desktop. Yeah, you can see it play a little bit. But yeah, here's one that I did for the other day for a kid. Where's the folder at? Oh, right here. Here's the motion tracking I did. And you can of course speed that up and anything like that. But yeah, it's basically how you motion track. Thanks for watching the video. If you would, please drop a like on it, leave a comment, rate it, do whatever you want. I don't mind. I was just trying to help you guys. And remember, I said I do GFX for. I do charge, but they're really cheap prices. Like, you won't find any more cheap prices like that anywhere else. But yeah, just message me on Skype. It's the same as my YouTube. And yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.